This review is of AA, which is AA USA Trading Incorporated. That's the American trading company. And Chengdu Yidayuan Trading Company Limited in China. I don't know if they're the maker or if they're the exporter. It doesn't really say. Condiment of Sichuan flavors. Pickled cabbage seasoning for fish. Yeah, so this is a product of China. And so the interesting thing is that here are the instructions for making it down here. Oh, sorry, that's the company that makes it and imports it, and there's the instructions. Not very helpful. So I guess they assume that people who will buy this will probably be Chinese or familiar with this food, and I'm not familiar with this food at all. And these are the nutrition facts and the ingredients. I really like the picture showing a vendor selling this product in the traditional marketplace. I think that's really interesting. That's the kind of I guess you could say marketing that really kind of grabs the attention. And this is what it looks like. I can't read that. I don't even know if it's upside down or not, so I'll just turn it this way just in case. I think this is the right way, actually, but I could be wrong. But the tear thing is up here, so I think this is the correct way. Because I think this character does go this way. I don't recognize this. So, I'm going to prepare some vegetables and cook this up with some tofu because I don't have any fish because I used the last of my fish yesterday. And hopefully this will turn out to be something delicious. Hopefully. Hold on. Okay, so as I understand it, this is a condiment for a vegetable and fish dish. And I substituted tofu for the fish. And I'm very curious to try this out, but I'm not sure whether this is going to be the appropriate amount or too much or too little for my soup. Now, if it's too much, I can always add water to thin it out and make the flavor reasonable. And it might be that that's the case because this is a pickled product. But if it's too little, then my flavor is going to be blah. So I'm going to open this up. And I'm going to taste test it just to see where we're at as far as flavor is concerned. I hope it's not yucky. Okay, so I got oil, and I felt a hit of piquancy. So it is possibly a medium spicy. And quite tasty. Huh. I thought I was tasting MSG, but it says potassium sorbate as well as salt. This is really flavorful, really good, but it's not concentrated. At least not enough to flavor my soup the way I would want it to be flavored. The packet has 480 calories, 200 from fat, 22 grams of fat, of which 4 are saturated, 100 milligrams of cholesterol. I'm not really sure what that's from because there's nothing in here that is animal as far as I can see. 5,560 milligrams of sodium. 60 grams, is that 60 grams? 68 grams of carbs, of which 8 are dietary fiber, so 60 net grams of carbs, and 3 are sugars, I'm assuming they're added, and 2 grams of protein. Huh. Wow. I did not expect to see cholesterol on this list. It doesn't make sense to me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and add this to my soup. And if necessary, we can always flavor it. Some of the best soups, you customize them at the table. In America, we're kind of spoiled. We come to a restaurant and we expect a soup to taste a certain way, and if it doesn't taste a certain way, we're not happy. But what I learned in Indonesia is when you go to eat soup somewhere, you're generally going to choose condiments or at least like spices or maybe soy sauce or something to add to it to make the flavor the way you want it to be. So they would have salty soy sauce, but more often they'd have sweet soy sauce. They might have vinegar. They might have salt. They might have white pepper. They might have other ingredients as well, including puffed crackers that are oil fried. And depending on what it is you're eating, there might be other things to choose from, such as pickled cabbage to add to rice porridge, and fried shallots or fried onions, fried baby fish, like anchovy kind of fish. All kinds of other options are available. So, it gives the customer the chance to customize the flavor to be the way they want it to be, if they actually know how to do that. So if you don't know how to do that, then you might not be too happy if you end up with the wrong flavor. But just keep that in mind. I really like the flavor of this. I'm not happy about all the sodium and I'm not happy that there's cholesterol, and I don't understand why there's cholesterol in here. But I'm going to give the flavor of this condiment an 8.5. It kind of reminds me of kangkung cha in Indonesia, which is, some people call it swamp spinach. It has an arrow-shaped leaf, and it has fairly thick stems that can get about that thick, that are hollow in the middle, and they usually grow in water, but they can grow on land, and they're quite tasty, especially, but you do need to cut them up before you cook them, because otherwise they may form these very long strands and can be kind of difficult to get them out of the bowl onto your plate, because they keep on holding on to each other with the leaves and stuff. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.